What's up, knuckleheads? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're in the garage and we're going to be working on the Street Bob. So today I will be teaching you guys how to adjust your clutch free play. You can see right there that gap is a little too big. So I'll be teaching you guys how to fix that right after this intro. Alright guys, so this is a very simple job. Anyone could really do it. Take some simple tools and it'll probably take you a few minutes to do. So to do this job, you're going to need a motorcycle jack, a ratchet with a T25. You're going to need 11/16. It's better if you got this little lip, or this, whatever you want to call this, bump, so it sits in the primary a little bit better. I have a ruler. I can do it without a ruler, but I brought a ruler so I can show you guys where it should be. You're going to need a 7/32 Allen. I like this one. It's got the ball point. And a little pick. I use a little pick because I don't have nails, so it's hard to get the auto adjuster for the clutch. So I'm going to get the jack under the bike and we'll go from there. Alright guys, we have the bike on the jack. I didn't bring my key fob, so of course the security's going to go crazy. But if you never jacked up a bike, the trick to it is you just want the bike to stay balanced on the jack. See, I can move it around, it's not too crazy. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to get this derby cover off. And with that, that's what you need your nice little T25 for. Usually at work, I have an electric little impact that I use. But I am aware that most people probably don't have electric tools. And all you probably have are hand tools. So I thought it'd be a better idea to do this as someone just with tools I had in my garage. A nice tip is I always use the top one last, so it holds the derby cover and I can hold it with my fingers on the bottom, and the derby cover will come right off. Put this up here. Next thing you're going to need to do is I like to take these little cable holders off, take the top one off, slide this boot up, and now you can get to your clutch adjustment free play. I don't know what they call this, auto sleeve. And this is where I use the pick, because you want to push these in, but I don't have nails. So you push those in, and you can see the little red holder came out the back. Now we're going to push these together and push it back in. And now you can see I have a lot more clutch free play, and I shouldn't do that. Now we're going to grab our 7/32 and our 11/16. And we're going to come into the derby cover. And this one's a little tricky, could be. You're going to put your 11/16 on that nut. We're going to take our 7/32 and put it up in here. And I'm right-handed, I did this wrong. And we're going to take the 7/32, and we're going to take our 11th wrench. And you're just going to hit it down until this comes loose, and you're going to spin it out a little bit, Now you're going to take your 7/32, and you're going to turn it until you kind of feel it get tight. So it's nice and loose. Nice and loose. And you can see it gets tight right there. What I like to do is turn it so my tool's facing straight up. Do it that a couple times. Okay, so we know that's the tight spot. That's where the clutch is pulled in. And now you're going to turn this half or 1/4 to half a turn. I like to go about here. Now we're going to tighten this back up. And this does take, with these auto adjuster ones, this does take a few to get your free play correct, just because they're just a pain in the butt. With like older Dynas, and like what's the other ones? Sportsters and older baggers. You will have the two nuts, you tighten them, and then you do the same thing, and you can just tighten these. And I prefer the old way. These ones I don't like. So now we're going to push these back out. You'll see it popped. And now we're going to check. Alright, she got tighter. So in the Harley spec book, it wants your free play to be 1/8. So we're going to check 1/8. I grabbed my wrong ruler. This isn't usually the ruler I use. Or like my master tech has taught us, a dime. You want the space between here to be about a dime. So you're going to take your ruler, we're going to pull our cable out just a little bit, and you're going to measure this space in here. We're going to measure from this little point to this point, and you want that to be about 1/8. And we got about 1/8. Why would you want to adjust your clutch? Sometimes it's unsafe. When I bought this bike, I would ride. If you can see here with my clutch adjusted perfectly, when I let go, my clutch lever shoots straight back into place. If the gap is too much, when you let go, the clutch lever may only go this far, so you'll have to push it the rest of the way, which is what I was doing, and that's unsafe. It does get a little bit annoying, and the main thing is it wears out your plates more, and it just throws you off if you're used to riding bikes that are adjusted correctly, and you ride a bike that's not adjusted correctly. Oh my god, why are you still going off? And you ride a bike that's not adjusted correctly, it could cause issues because you're having trouble finding the friction plate, you're having trouble finding the friction spot, and it's just mentally messes with you. This one mentally messed with me. I was going to fix it the other day at work, but I was like, I'm going to make this video for all my nice people. What's up, guys? Well, during editing, I realized the last part of this video was deleted, or I think the GoPro died. One of the two. But as you can see, we got the bike down back on the ground. There wasn't anything really all that too important said in the last part, except for I was talking about the bolts. When I was putting it back on, I was saying that don't put Loctite and don't torque them. Just put them on nice and snug. The problem with you Loctiting them and torquing them is, in the dealership, we break a lot of our T27s and T25s because people over torque these. They will put blue Loctite, which causes it to break our tools. So you go through a lot of these. And the other thing is, I was saying that when you do tighten these down, tighten them nice and snug, and do not go in a circle. If a lot of you don't know, when you torque down anything that is 5 bolts like that, we always torque them in a star pattern. It just makes it so the cover gets tightened evenly, and I don't really know another reason besides, it tightens evenly. So usually when I tighten down the derby covers, my sprockets, brakes, always do it in a nice star pattern. Trust me, it'll save you in the long run. But just remember, do not Loctite and do not torque these down. It is a nightmare. We break a lot of our T27s and T25s. So I just wanted to leave that message. I was editing and realized this last part was gone. So I came back out here to record and tell you guys pretty much what you missed. So that's going to be that for this video. I hope you guys have a fantastic week. I'll see you guys all next week with the moto vlog. Alright guys, peace.